How is it going? Hope everyone's doing well, and thank you for tuning in this video. Today I'm here with my WWE SummerSlam 2020 PPV Predictions. Of course, SummerSlam airs on the WWE Network as well as PPV tomorrow night. And overall, I gotta say, going to this year's SummerSlam, there are a handful of matches I am looking forward to. I feel like there are some matches they have built pretty well, including the competitors. You know, obviously, the big title match going into this event is Randy Orton taking on Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship. I feel like with the year both men have had, this is a big-time world title match. I feel like we haven't really felt in a long time. You know, McIntyre has been pushed tremendously. Randy Orton's arguably in the best run of his career. Both men have been protected very well this year in terms of how they've been, pushed. And I feel like, this is the first time we've seen a guy has been pushed as well as McIntyre, and a guy has been, protected as well as Orton this year, put into a title match. So definitely screams world title match if you ask me. So Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre definitely is a match I'm looking forward to the absolute most on this show. Mandy takes on Sonya Deville, which was supposed to be a hair versus hair match, but I'm assuming, considering all that's happened to them in the real world, considering the events that occurred, the match was changed into a no disqualification loser leaves WWE match. So like I said, I'm only assuming things were changed because of recent events, but yeah, to go from hair to hair to a loser leaves match to me just doesn't make any sense, and it's only there to give one of them a break. So I don't know, I'm really interested to see how that plays out. The Fiend will make his return, taking on the monster Braun Strowman. I don't know what makes Braun Strowman a monster now, because he shaved his head. I don't really know what makes him a monster now, but yeah, they're dubbing it the Monster versus the Fiend. So I don't know, it's just regular Braun Strowman versus the Fiend. But if they go out there and beat the holy hell out of each other, I don't mind it, but I don't know. I don't really expect much from those two. And of course, Dominik Mysterio making his in-ring WWE debut, taking on Seth Rollins. Pretty funny, man. 15 years ago, Dominik Mysterio was at ringside watching Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero go at it for his custody. And then now, here we are 15 years later, Dominik Mysterio will be stepping in the ring and competing for his father's honor. So, man, it's crazy to see how things evolve, and to see Dominik Mysterio going from sitting at ringside, at SummerSlam to competing at SummerSlam. So it's going to be really cool, and it's a street fight, so obviously they'll give them room to pretty much do whatever they want. So I think it'll be a fun match nonetheless. But yeah, SummerSlam this year, like I said, there are a handful of matches to look forward to. So I'm excited for the show. I think it'll be a good one. And without wasting any more time, I was going to jump right into the video with our predictions. Raw Tag Team Championship Match. Raw Tag Team Champions, the Street Profits versus Angel Garza and Andrade. I'm going to go ahead and say Street Profits walk out of this match still the Raw Tag Team Champions. I think Andrade and Angel Garza get the Tag Team titles eventually. I just don't see it happening here. Maybe at a Raw or one of the upcoming pay-per-views, but I think in this match, which should be a good match nonetheless, I think Street Profits walk out somehow still the Raw Tag Team Champions. SmackDown Women's Championship Match. SmackDown Women's Champion and WWE Women's Tag Team Champion Bayley versus Asuka. I think Bayley walks out of this match still the SmackDown Women's Champion. I think the finish of this match will probably play into what will be the Raw Women's title match later on as well. But I just don't see Asuka winning the championship here unless she gets moved to SmackDown. That's the only way I can see her winning it. But I think somehow Bayley will weasel her way out still the SmackDown Women's Champion. United States Championship Match. United States Champion Apollo Crews versus MVP. As much as I could see MVP winning this match, I think Apollo walks out still the United States Champion. I think Bobby Lashley still is the next contender, and who will be the person to beat beat Apollo Crews for the championship. So I think Lashley's next. So yeah, Crews MVP should have a solid match, but like I said, I think Apollo Crews walks out still the United States Champion. Street fight, Dominik Mysterio versus Seth Rollins. I'm going to go ahead and say Seth Rollins walks out of this match as the winner. I just don't see Dominik Mysterio beating Seth Rollins in his debut match in WWE. I know it's a street fight, a lot of shenanigans could happen. Rey Mysterio will probably get involved, Murphy will probably get involved, so there's a lot that could lead into Dominic winning, but I think at the end, Seth Rollins will get the upper hand. But Dominik Mysterio will end up earning Seth Rollins' respect at the end as well, so I think they'll play a lot into it. But in terms of the winner, I do see Seth Rollins walk out of this street fight against Dominik Mysterio, the winner. Raw Women's Championship Match. Raw Women's Champion and WWE Women's Tag Team Champion Sasha Banks versus Asuka. I think Asuka will walk out of this match the new Raw Women's Champion. I think she'll lose to Bayley, but she'll end up beating Sasha here. I think Bayley will not help Sasha, and end up costing her possibly the matchup as well. So I don't know. I just don't see Sasha's title reign lasting very long. This should be a great match. Love their match at Extreme Rules, so hopefully they put on another classic here. But like I said, I do think Asuka will walk out the new Raw Women's Champion. Falls Count Anywhere match for the Universal Championship. Universal Champion, the Monster Braun Strowman versus the Fiend Bray Wyatt. I'm going to go ahead and say the Fiend walks out of this match the new Universal Champion. I just don't see the Fiend losing again. You know, him losing to Goldberg at Super Showdown is bad enough, and I don't see it happening here. I know they've dubbed Braun Strowman now the Monster. He's, you know, turned heel, I guess, but I don't know. I think Strowman could afford to lose here, especially since Falls Count Anywhere. They could do a lot to, you know, make Strowman look good in defeat, so I don't know. Hopefully it's a fun match, but like I said, I do think towards the end of it, the Fiend will end up walking out the brand new Universal Champion. No disqualification, loser leaves WWE match. Mandy Rose versus Sonya Deville. I'm going to go ahead and say Mandy Rose gets a win here. I think Sonya will most likely take a vacation or leave for a good while before coming back. I don't know. I don't see Sonya get the win here, so should be a good match. I think it'll be a good one. They've been a great tag team, so hopefully they have a good match against one another. But like I said, Mandy Rose is my pick to get the win here against Sonya Deville. And then the main event, WWE Championship Match, WWE Champion Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton. As much as I love McIntyre reign so far, I'm going to go ahead and say Randy Orton walks out of this match the brand new WWE Champion. I just think it makes the most sense. You can have Orton be champion for a while. McIntyre could beat Orton down the line again if you really want him to be champion, to regain the championship back. So you can do a lot of different things, but I think it's the right time to put the championship on Orton. He's definitely earned it, and he's been killing it. And I think him and McIntyre have a great match. And I wouldn't surprise if McIntyre retained. I could see him walking out. I could actually see this match ending in a double disqualification or no contest, honestly. But I'm going to go on a limb and say Randy Orton walks out the brand new WWE Champion. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed my WWE SummerSlam 2020 pay-per-view predictions. Like I said, SummerSlam airs on the WWE Network as well as pay-per-view tomorrow night. I'm mildly excited for it. Handful of matches looking forward to. Obviously, like I said, Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre is a big selling point for me. So I'm looking forward to that match and a handful of other matches, and everything else is kind of just there. So yeah, SummerSlam should be a good show. Like I said, mildly excited for it. Hope you guys are as well. If you guys enjoyed the video, please feel free to leave a like below. And of course, next time, I'll see you guys then. Thank you guys for watching the video.